Talk about best friends. Go best friend, go best friend, you my best friend. So, like when me and my best friend hanging out, it's like, can I say bitches today? No, I ain't gonna say bitches because these women are very hot. They're very sexy and they're very intelligent and they love to hold conversations. Like when we together, it's like a new side of him is revealed and they speak through me, but they be speaking to him. And I want to give like two different circumstances. That's like even if I can remember the circumstances when I get done with the first one, okay? But I notice when we're hanging out, women are drawn to him. But when he's by himself, he doesn't get this attention. But it's something about him when he's with me, they feel safe enough to be around him, which he's like a big grizzly bear. Like he doesn't look like he's crazy or anything, but it's just something about it. It keeps happening. So I think it's something to talk about now. Either our energy together is very infused to the point, but they don't really want to talk to me. They want to actually talk to him. But when he's by himself, he says it over and over. When he's by himself, he doesn't get this attention. And I don't see why not. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. But they do feel comfortable talking to him because one day he was sitting at the table with me in Hollywood. And while I was servicing other people, it was like they didn't want me to tell them about the stone. They wanted him to tell me about the stone. And I'm looking at this girl like, I'm trying to tell you about this stone. She trying to get him to tell her about the stone. And I'm like, you know what? Wait a second. He finally said to the girl, I know nothing about this stuff. You got to talk to her. He said it in slow motion because she was not getting it. So we're starting to see this repeated habit. Like this other chick walk up. She's talking. Next thing you know, she asks him about the stones. She want to know his input on the stones. He says he know nothing about the stones. Next thing you know, I'm assisting a customer. There she go with that same stone talk again. He say he knows nothing about the stones. Okay? So we're seeing that he has this luring side to him. But the only thing is, I think I've figured it out. When he's around me, his defense has fallen down. That defense that he keeps up, that proudness that he keeps up has now dropped down. And by him being around me, a water sign, I kind of put that fire out a little bit, you know, so he can be approachable. And what happens is when he's around me, he let that shield down. And I don't know, women are able to approach him. So I really want to talk to him about it because he has no clue that when he's not with anybody, he puts up this big barrier and nobody can approach him. So when he's around me, now all of a sudden, people can approach him. Like he's a total different character. He's like this Nestle teapot when he's like with me, you know, he's manageable. You can hold the pot. The pot is cool enough to hold, you know what I mean? So I'm starting to get it. When your friends say, why these women don't approach me unless I'm around you? But the way I figure it is I got masculine tendencies anyway. So for Shawty to even stand at the table that long, like one girl sat on the other side of the table by me. I'm like, look, you cool. Like, I gave her like 2 or 3 cards. You know what I mean? So the thing is, I got my masculine tendency. So when they be at the table that long and they be trying to holler at him, like via email, I think they be trying to holler at me. Swear to God. Because the first thing they say, y'all married? Do we look like we married? You know what I mean? I thought we looked like brother and sister, you know, because we shaped alike. I mean, we completely shaped alike. Like, I think that's why I don't like red niggas, like niggas that are my color. Excuse me, men that are my color. Okay, sorry. Human beings that are my color. My family, like people born in America, I feel like they're my family, so I don't fucks with them like that. This is just being real, okay? Like, I swear to God, like, people my color, I think that they my family, and I think that's weird. So I just try to stay away from my family. Like, people like in the rap game, I look at them and I be like, damn, this person sounds so good, but when I see them, all I see is family. Like, especially if they're my color or lighter, all I see is family. And that's why I lean more toward darker people, because anybody my color just feel like family, just straight up. And I bet you say, like, what the hell? Yeah, I really do feel that. Okay, so back to this. So another experience. So we cleaned out my storage. I donated over 50% of the stuff in my storage because I couldn't access my storage. My storage was too full. So we donated over 50% of this stuff, even stuff with tags on it, even shoes with tags on it. It had to go. And that lady came up there. She did not stop talking to us. She said, are y'all married? I said, no. She said, well, who would help you do all of this stuff? You don't know if I'm paying this guy. You don't know what's going on, okay? What are you talking about? Like, you don't know what's going on. And she stayed up there and she assisted us and she helped us sweep. I mean, this lady, I'm like, but deep down in my mind, again, I got that masculine tendency. I'm like, she's talking to him, but she's actually talking to me. And he always laugh when I say shit like that, but he don't understand. Like, I'm gonna be real, who I am. Like, if you understood who I am, or who I am, not who I was, who I am. If you understood who I am, then you would understand that the hoes are not gonna stop coming. The hoes are gonna come. I'm not that cock block. See, that's another thing about energy. If you're around a cock blocking bitch, guess what? Hoes gonna stop coming. But it intrigues me that they come. It really does intrigue me that they come. So yeah, it intrigues me that they come and they hold this full conversation for hours. Like, these women supposed to be somewhere else working. They're literally talking. And at the end, this is the key. At the end, the girls even, they say they married or they got boyfriends. And he looks at them like, why is this girl talking to me and she's involved? Like, they totally become magnetic. So just imagine if this dude could get his temper right or his shield right. Like, to the point where he let some access him, but not all. I'm gonna hip you to something. It makes me feel good to know that I broke a barrier with him, or I didn't let him push me away, because it's been plenty of times we could be 20 miles. No, he don't get that stupid, but we could be like 15 miles away from where I picked him up. And all of a sudden we have to go our separate ways. But now it got to the point I done figured out how to ignore it Like, for instance, he'll complain about something. So I'll stop doing it. Or I'll stop doing this for a second. But then he be like, well, damn, that was more convenient. So then he shuts the fuck up. Like, it's been times when I've had to shut the fuck up. Like, one time the fire alarm came on and I sat down, but we didn't know the room was smoking until the fire alarm came on because I was feeling good. And it just seemed like since we had to cut the fire alarm off, we were so in sync to get this fire alarm off so we would get kicked out the room, that he said, this is what he said, he had put his command role in. He said, open that door, throw me that towel, so he could fan everything. It was so funny, and because it happened so easily, and I guess he don't think that I'm secure with taking order in a sense. Like I'm up. You say fix a glass of water. Why not? Like, what type of people are we these days? We can't fix people a glass of water. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is really going on that people feel like I'm just this person that people can't get along with or something? But it's not like that. Now, there is a problem with best friend. But, I don't know what it is exactly, but my best friend say that it's different weird shit that makes his dick hard. Like, I don't get it. Like, we don't even cuddle. We don't cuddle. I barely even know, like, he's in the same bed with me when we do share hotel rooms. Like, we're trying to find a hotel where we can have 2 beds, but until we can find 2 beds, we're okay with 1 bed, okay? And like, he never like he used to tilt the chair back when he was in my van or when he's in my van, but now it's to the point where we're comfortable enough that I take the high little short bed. It's short, so it's kind of uncomfortable, and he take the matted floor. And that's how we like it, like when we hang out or we go drinking and we need to crash. But the only problem is, he says as soon as he get in the van that it must be my pheromone. He said it must be my pheromone because as soon as he get in the van, his dick get hard. Now, any other guy that tells me this, I would feel I wouldn't want to be around him, like, because I would feel that he's gonna try to approach me sexually, and then it's gonna annoy me, and then I'm gonna, like, ignore his phone calls, or I'm just not gonna want to be around him anymore because he's approaching me in a way that I don't see him towards me. That's another thing that girl said. If he's helping you do all this, and you say y'all are roommates, and y'all camp with each other, and y'all do this, she said, y'all gonna be together. Nobody else does this. Oh, it opened up a Pandora box. It opened up a whole Pandora box. Like, I couldn't hear the end of it. Like, she went downstairs to go do something. She gave us a break for like 2 minutes, okay? Like, we had the whole hallway full. I gave away so many bags of clothes. So many bags of clothes. It's not even funny, okay? And so many shoes, like a whole Tupperware shoes. Shoes still that have the Burlington Shoe Factory tags on them. Like, straight up, I gave away so much shit. The only thing I wanted was my boots. And when I wear the boots this winter, I'm giving them away because I'm gonna be on a whole new fashion after that. I'm upgrading, but I'm upgrading in my own way, my own life. The thing is, it opened up this Pandora box. Again, I couldn't hear the end of it. He said, have you noticed when you do this, I don't leave? When you do that, I don't leave? Hold up. Wait a minute, dude. Don't get this girl to get you cussed out. Like, I'm going to have me a best friend and nothing's going to mess it up. I need a friend. I need somebody shoulder that I could cry on. I need somebody's shoulder that I could lean on. I'm not, like I said before, I'm not the type of person that feel like I have to use my body as a compliment to our success or to our friendship. Women have to realize that you have to set boundaries. Not only that, him being with me actually makes me feel okay and secure. Like sometimes I feel like for instance, if we've been at the hotel for three days together, like, and then I go to my van that night or something, and he go his way because he does security 12 hours at night. I do feel kind of lonely sometimes. Like sometimes I feel like I need to park in a more secure place because he's not around right now. But at the same time, I don't really worry about it because I'm a goon, a goblin, and all the above. Like if you want to get in serial mode, like serial mode, oh, you'll snap me in serial mode too. Like I've never had to go straight goon like that, but I'm the person I notice when I'm in fight or flight mode, my nipples get hard. And sometimes I'm willing to fight. And when I'm willing to fight, it's a different part of me come out. It's more of a warrior type person. It's more of a arousal to beat your ass right now. It's more of a arousal. Like it's so much of a arousal that that's somewhat my empowerment to whoop your ass right now. So, but it's not that beat your ass like ghetto hood type shit. It's like I'm gonna seriously do something to you. It's not like we beefing. Oh no, this is like mastermind agenda mode. Like if a person trying to cipher the gas out my car while I'm asleep or something. Look, you just put me in a whole nother mode. You know what I mean? First of all, you breaking my sleep. You're trying to get the gas out my car. What's up? What so-called demon, which I have no problem with demons, what demon just sent you because they just don't know I'm about to pick your brain? The thing about it is, I don't know, but there's a problem. Let's get back to these pheromones, okay? So when you say pheromones off rip, I'm smelling myself thinking that I stink or something, or maybe I caused the van to smell sweaty, which the van does not smell sweaty. Like it rains and this van does not change scents. Now, I've been in places where it rained and I say, look, you need to throw this furniture away because the whole atmosphere of your house smells dampened. I haven't had that problem yet. I can acknowledge something like that because for the simple fact you go outside and you have to get back in. So you're refreshed so you can actually smell the difference between that and that. And I don't think that there's a pheromone, but it's something about this guy I don't really understand because it's the thigh test. When somebody touch your thigh, like most of the times when someone touches my thigh, I get this queasy, sick feeling to my stomach. So my uterus is saying, oh no, that's not a match. That's not a match. My uterus does it. Like you touch my breast, my uterus say, oh no, that's not a match. That's not a match. And I respect the boundary. I respect the feeling because it reminds me when they touch, this is the sensation I get. Have you ever sat in the back seat of a car and the sun is shining through the window onto your stomach and you get this car sick feeling? Well, as a child, when I was young, I never wanted to ride with anybody in the car but my mom. It was like my mom was the only person that did not cause this car sickness to me. I never reached out or had fear. I love to ride with everybody. But it was something about the sun when I was little, used to always trade information with me. And it was something I never knew how to do. So yeah, it was never something I knew how to do. I never understood the sensation. So now when the sensation come about, I don't like to be touched. But like one time he has put his hand on my thigh and I never got this sensation, like this void, like this deepness of what are you drawing out of me sensation. Like it feels like they're taking, like when they touch me, they're taking something away from me, or they're putting the energy to me that don't match. Like really. And I never had this problem with this dude. But like I say, the universe is not going to fuck up my best friend. Everybody needs a friend. Someone they can walk around with in public, someone that they can call and rely on, someone that can think likely. Like for instance, I told him let's go to Mexico. Let's go here. Like it doesn't matter if we just go for 3 days. We're roommates. We need to do this. We need to move around. We need to go places. Even though it's me that want to do it, and truthfully deep down in my heart I feel like he'll be a safe companion to travel with. Like I wash your back, you wash my back. Like there's nothing funny about it. And I found this person that can actually do it. Are we both stable enough to do it? No, we're not. It's not that we're not both stable enough to do it. It's just that one of us is going to have to pull another person's weight when the other person can't. And that's what we have actually been doing. Like sometimes it'll get to the point where he'll probably buy food for me. I don't ask him to. It's just that I'll be like, we'll be in hangout mode and I'll say, I got to pay my storage, my 2 phone bills coming up, da 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 da. And I just put $50 worth of gas in the tank. This dude, open arms, will like return the favors that I return to him. And I think he respected the most, especially cooking is a lot. I do a lot of cooking. And he just returned the favor so kindly when he is able to do it. But sometimes I do set limits, you know. Like me, I like to smoke, but I don't smoke on other people's terms. So, like, if he low, I feel like I can help towards what he likes. But see, I'm a low grade smoker. I don't smoke mid grade and high grade. I smoke low grade because the way my brain is wired, I'm able to get the little THC that's available in it out of the situation. I don't need this mega high or something like that. You get what I'm saying? But yo, let's get back to the pheromones. So, and another thing, we could be talking or discussing something, and he'll say, "Oh, just say it again. You just made my dick hard." So I don't know if it's just a habit. He says, "My lips make his dick hard." So I stopped talking. I'll literally stop talking and start back texting on my phone. So that kind of closed the conversation. And then he'll end up having to get on his laptop or his phone. So sometimes it makes me feel uncomfortable, but I don't think that I'm pushing pheromones like that to the point. I think that he's just around me so much to the point where I'm starting to be around him during his horny phase. Like, you know, when you wake up and your dick hard. Like, that's what we're dealing with. But another thing I must say, this puts the icing on the cake. He snores at night. But he's the only person whose snoring does not faze me. It doesn't interfere with my sleep. Like, if he starts snoring before I go to sleep, it doesn't bother me. But sometimes I be romancing myself on the internet. So not romancing as porn or something, but more of like intriguing me. So it probably doesn't interfere because I'm doing something else anyway. And not only that, he sleeps and it gives me time to jack off. Like like literally jack off. And again, no, I don't have to masturbate. No, I don't have to insert my fingers inside of me. I do everything from the outside because I try to tell women that we have the same vein that the man has. His vein is under his penis, connected to his balls. Our vein runs from the tip of the clit all the way up to the ovaries. And it runs on that pelvic area. And if you learn how to jack that vein, shit, you're good. You're good. Like, you don't need no love, no outside source love, other than the source itself, you know. But you don't need this intimacy, because this intimacy, like, it always fails for me. I've never ever succeeded or had success with intimacy, sexual intercourse. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not going to drop my guard and lose my best friend. He's cool, and I can say, like, I love this dude to death. Like, if he wasn't him, I don't know what to say. We're having like such silly moments. And I like when we walk in a restaurant or we walk into a building somewhere or a store, and he said, "Now listen up." But it's like, and I'll say some stupid shit. Okay, yeah, listen up. Give me everything you got. But we be joking like a motherfucker, but it's so fucking crazy how I can complete his sentence. He completes my sentence. And we're having so much fun. And this one guy needed one of the things, and we had both of them. And this guy was acting weird. He was like, "Hey, hey, hey." But he didn't never ask us for it. This white guy never asked us for it. He was like kind of scared to ask us for one of the cards. And I guess the white guy had a son in the car, and he didn't want us to know that he left him there. You know, he had all the doors open, but he still had him in the seat, and we didn't see him in the seat. And he looking like, damn, I could sure use one of these carts right now. We were done. He could have asked for the cart, but he didn't ask for the cart. So that's his problem. I cannot cross that road because you're afraid to jump, you know? That's not my problem. But anyway, yeah, this is best friend talk this morning. I see a lot of people out there that have best friends that ride or die for them, that take them places and stuff. And it feels good to have somebody that I can rely on out here in these streets in LA, like straight up. And you don't want to have to put it like this. If you can tame the beast without sex, tame the beast without sex. Don't put your all, or not say all, don't put your last best option into something. I've had sexual encounters where everything is good. I mean, everything is good. The money rolling in, everything is lucrative. And when you have sex, you give them your power. And they become so arrogant, the money slows down. The challenge is over with. Like, straight up, the challenge is over with. It's not even about the money. It's about the respect. And I notice that I'm a like certified healer. So if I have sex with you, I'm going to give you my all. I'm going to give you what you need, something that you lack. Straight up. And I don't do it no more. I don't do it. Like, friends with benefits goes further than money. And right now, I need somebody that's going to empower me and give me that same benefit back. Better yet, don't drain me and leave me stuck and hanging. Give me something back, you know? I'm not even talking about money. That's why I can't wait to get on this traveling shit. It's the difference between Venice and Hollywood. People in Hollywood are extra travelers compared to the people in Venice. People in Venice are tourists. But the people in Hollywood are the type that travel. They go to big city, major countries, major cities within major countries, and they don't mind backpacking. They don't mind traveling as cheap as possible and in groups. So I'm starting to notice that I might end up having success being in Hollywood networking more as of being in Venice networking. Like I meet black people all the time. This is my comfort zone. I meet black people all the time that are traveling in Venice, and they even hang out. They even bomb around a little bit. Like you'll never know that they're paying $60 a night at the hostel or $100 a night at the hostel. You'll never know it because they only have one bag and they keep it very simple. And that's what I'm trying to get my life down to, being very, very simple. Very, very simple. And these people, I hold conversations with them like, yeah, let's travel. Where you going next? Da 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 da. But these people are never feeling me. I mean, these people are never feeling me. But when I go to Hollywood, a lot of people are feeling me. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what the difference is. It's something about nature. When I'm in nature, I'm a queen of my own. I'm my own essence. I'm my own spirit. And like the money rolling in, like it doesn't block the money from rolling in, but it blocks me from networking. It's like the networking is shut off when it comes down to, it's more of a spiritual essence. And the more spiritually inclined a person is, the less they want to hang out. Everybody's in separate mode. But the more interactions and distractions a person has, cell phones, flashing lights, people then don't have this barrier up. They're more easy to approach. It's so weird, yeah. But when you're more at the beach, you're more therapeutic. Nobody can approach you because your vortex is too strong. I'm starting to notice that. So yeah, I see these people, like for instance, the people in Venice. I see them. They like really don't give you no traveling conversation, but they be traveling. Like when you see their Facebook, they're posting new pictures of them traveling and stuff, and I'm like, yo, I just said let's do something. But they're more into strangers on a humbug than they are into something that's planned out. So, like I say, since I'm gonna be traveling alone, when I travel on a humbug, nobody will know I'm traveling. Not even me. I won't even know I'm traveling. It'll strictly be me on a humbug, and when I get there, and hey, I'm here. That's how it's gonna be. So I know this is going on and on and on and on, but I just had to get that out. I think I figured out how my friend could be more approachable. And yeah, we're gonna work that out. And pheromones. Like I love pheromones. Like I love people's musk. No, but it depends on where their musk is at. Yeah, I'm still talking. You might have to pause this and come back tomorrow. But I love people pheromones too. Like I don't like for instance, you have a clean sweat and you have a stank sweat. The clean sweat is when you just get out the shower and you sweat. Just like you can have a clean musk. A clean musk is, it doesn't smell like onions. It smells like weed. It smells like marijuana. It's that funk, that musk, that stitch, that snitch. Like it's there. And it smells so high. Yeah, it smells so high. It smells like the goddess herself. That musk, I love it. But it depends on where it's at. If it's under the armpits, I love it. If it's under the balls, no fucking way. That's just like, can I kind of say it? Like this guy in London, I talk to him a lot on Facebook, but he doesn't text me like, he hits me up calling. He's calling me and we're talking and he's smoking and we're talking and he's telling me how everything's going and stuff and he's just talking. Now this guy, I kind of wanted to go to London and let him be like my chaperone, but he's over the top. Like he's always drinking and I don't want nobody driving me around always drinking. Like this nigga is so gangster. Like I didn't know people from London was this gangster, but dude off the chain. But when we talk, he's always Facebooking me or something. Damn, what was I about to say? Oh, and he was like, one time, he was like, I love feet. Let me smell your funky feet. And I'm like, I got to think about used shoes with used socks. I do. Like, I love to smell my used shoe with my used sock for some reason. It's something about it. Now, if your shit lingering, no, that's a whole nother story. But used shoes with used socks, I have a fetish for that for some reason. No, I don't like the belly button smell. You know, the smell that if you wait too long to shower that's behind your ear, or the smell that's in your belly button, or the toe jam. No, I don't like that. No, I don't like that smell. Uh, beasting mode. Like a girl that's been up all night the next day and she still got on the same drawers. She took no shower, but you can smell her scent. That's the pussy scent. It's not just any scent. It's the pussy scent. It's like the lip. It's like the bacteria, the crumb, or the odor that is between the lips. It resides on both sides of the clit, the hood. You have to keep all that clean. Like, even if you ain't gonna shower, you have to keep all that shit clean, all that shit fresh. The pussy smell. I like that smell too. But I don't like to beast. I don't like to beast because I'm always around people. So I never go in beast mode. I call it beast mode when your pussy smell like vajayjay. It doesn't stink, but it smells like vajayjay. I don't like beast mode. Like, no matter how much I'm addicted to the scent, I don't like beast mode. So when this guy says, damn, you always make my dick hard, I'm like, oh my God, can he smell me? Can he smell me? Can he smell me? And it doesn't fail because I could be just got out the shower and go pick him up. And he says the same thing. So now I'm not starting to feel self-conscious about it or anything. Like, as if, am I beasting right now? What the fuck he mean? I don't know what odor I'm giving off. All I know is the way I get musty compared to other people. Like, other people can go without deodorant, let's say, forever until they sweat. Then they get that stink sweat instead of a clean sweat. But me, but my diet has changed. So I could go about 8 hours. But if it's hot or my arms are not getting ventilation, then the must will cure. But it's not a bad must. It's that loud stitch. Like, I remember when I was in college and I was in networking, and I switched from networking to a website design because that's what I like. I'm a creator, but now I really need to go back for networking. But the guy said, damn, you got that loud pack. I said, what the fuck you mean I got that loud pack? He said, damn, you must have smoked good this morning. This man excited about my must right now. Like, he done gave my must like a fucking, what they call it? He gave my must perk status. I'm thinking he's joking. And I lift my arm up and go, damn, I forgot to put my deodorant on. I was in a rush. So that's when I started having a deodorant in the glove compartment, a deodorant in the purse, because it slips my mind when I get out the shower because I like to fully dry. So I fully dry, then I put on my deodorant. I don't never put my deodorant on with wet armpits. So it's amazing your musk. Like, I probably be a weed goddess. I swear to God. Either I'm a skunk goddess or a weed goddess. And see, that's another thing I wanted to say. The skunk has two odors. The skunk, when they got that pure pressure, that pure pressure, when they skeet that pure pressure and that shit come across the highway, oh, I'm addicted to it. It's like a burnt rubber / marijuana high grade type of deal. That sticky Paris type shit. That's how I be feeling. I be so excited to smell this shit. Then you catch them on a low blow when they bladder full, when they need to pee too. Oh man, that's what I think is a true pheromone. When you get the pee, the cum, and the funk, the spray. You get the spray too. I think it'd be around about 4-5 chemicals. Now that shit right there is like rotten eggs, stale water, musk, high grade musk. It's a whole bunch of things. See, and you can tell the difference. I think when the man spray, he don't have all that shit. But when the female spray, she have all that shit going on. Or maybe the bladder is just full or something. But it's two total different sprays. You can tell when one spray is fully high grade, 100% that spray. Then when it get diluted with all that other stuff, I think they have like a full bladder or something when they needed to spray. They needed to pee too, you know. But that's all I wanted to say. I'm into this now. Unearth the magic. It will definitely set you free. Is anything wrong with beast mode? No, not really. All I can say is you have to be a person that loves to wash your hands. Not only that, the reason why I say that, people with dry hands, a little bit rough, I like shaking their hands. People with moist, dampened hands that are real soft. Like something about when I touch white folks' hands, their hands are always softer than my hands. Like I utilize hot water more than they probably utilize hot water. So when I touch their hand, it's all damp, moist, and soft. These people don't wash their hands. So if your hands sound like this, you my friend. If your hands don't sound like this when you rub them, you're not my friend. You don't wash your hands enough. I'm sorry. You're the type of person that use germ killer. What they call the germ killer stuff? The stuff you skeet on your hands. See, I don't like those people. I be in the bathroom a lot, so I watch women that come out the bathroom. They never touch that water. They feel, especially if the sink, you have to touch the sink and it's not automatic. You have to touch the knob. They go straight and put that germ killer, whatever that shit is, on their hands and walk out the door. I see men do it too. They go put their hand on their penis, walk out, come out the bathroom, and use the germ stuff. Damn, what is it called? Okay, I can't think of it right now. And I see it a lot. That's like a person that counts your money and has gloves on. Look, now you feel like you don't have to wash your hands because you got these gloves on. But you use some same gloves and touch your face. So now you got these gloves that you probably haven't changed in 5 hours and you're not washing your hands either. So it's just something to think about. I know I'm weird like that. Peace out.